All right, I'm going to show you a few things basically with the MCRs, master control resets. These will basically help you out when you see them in the code. Let me show you how this works, and if you got any questions, just send me some feedback down. All right, so say for example in here, we have this MCR right here on the end here. The way it works is anything within this MCR range from the top and down all the way to the rung number, it's probably 18, I think is what I checked it at, 27. So you got a second MCR here. It'll only cut on any of these outputs inside of this area. For example, this cylinder 1 advanced fault, that is basically only going to come on when you have a fault on the MCR, and basically all the criteria for the MCR are met. For example, if we were to set up a new one, just as an example here, I'm going to go into this program, and we'll add ourselves a new routine. We're just going to call this MCR for now, because this is only temporary. And say OK, go inside of here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an MCR here, and I'm going to copy that. So you've basically got two rungs of MCRs. This is how the format of them has to work. And what you would have is, say, some bits up here. This would be, say, criteria 1. All right. Criteria 2. Okay, and just criteria 3. Okay. So it has to be set up this way. So basically anything within these two MCR rungs will be based off of this criteria. Say, for example, you were missing this, and you go into a rung and you see the MCR, the top one here, and there's nothing at the bottom. It basically won't do anything. It'll act as the end value at the end of your logic for that routine is going to be the end of the MCR. So it's just not working. So you gotta always make sure that you do have the second MCR run, because that's really how these things work. So anything in between, so we've got to control R, and I'm just going to throw some bits in here. Let's just say, let's output 1. All right, and we'll just copy that one for output 2. All right. Okay, I'll go ahead and delete that, and I'm also going to make another rung here, which I'll just put output 3. Now, I don't have a simulator on this computer, otherwise I would show you how these things energize and de-energize and all that stuff. But regardless, what you can see here is basically when these three criteria here are met, it means the MCR is enabled. When the MCR is enabled, it allows passage to everything in the MCR itself. This output is outside of the realm of the MCR, and so it's going to work like normal. It has no bearing on what these three criteria are doing. And another similar thing you can do that you see that does the exact same thing as this is, say, for example, if you go into the main routine and where you have these right here, your jump to subroutines. Say, for example, you had a bit in here that said, let's just call this criteria 3. Okay, so criteria 3 is turned on, it works like normal, everything in that subroutine works. But if criteria 3 was off, it means that everything in the cell outputs would not function. So this here, it'd be the same thing, all the outputs just wouldn't work. It's the same concept as an MCR, but the MCR is more contained inside the subroutine. And that's basically all there is to it. So whenever you see one of those in your program, one of these, you just want to make sure that you look down further to see where the other one is, so you can basically see what is contained and what the criteria is in order for those bits to output. It's used a lot of times with faults and stuff like that, so you can use them in a bunch of different ways, but that's basically it. If you got any more questions, just leave a comment down below.